I am the spirit of Hannah Sunkinson. I'm Mother Bear's seventh generation back. Some of you might have heard that in our culture, each generation is responsible to provide for the seventh generation ahead. And I think we did a pretty good job. However, Mother Bear is afraid for her children and grandchildren and the seventh generation ahead of her. We had things going pretty good here for 12,000 years. Then other people came and they had their own ideas. Being the loving and lovable people that we are, we gave them a chance to run things their way. And now that's got to stop. You're going to have to assimilate because we need to provide for our seventh generation ahead. We gave you a chance and it just didn't work. So I'm going to go through some of our more important cultural ways that probably will help you too. Our leaders are chosen because they give away the most and take care of the most people. Being a liar is the worst thing you can be. Children are considered the best gift the Creator can give you, and they're to be treasured. You might not like the way they turned out sometimes. You might not like some of the things they do, but you gotta love them. You can even love them from a distance. We didn't have any rape or child abuse or domestic violence here. If a man had to force a woman to have sex with him, he would have got laughed out of the village because sex wasn't a bad thing for us. When you tried to Christianize us and tell us that sex was a bad thing and it was only to be done for procreation and women were never to enjoy it, we didn't believe you. We just figured you weren't doing it right. If a man had to beat up on his wife and kids, the other guys would figure he didn't have the ability to reason, so nobody would want to hang out with him. If you had to leave the village, if nobody wanted you around, nobody could make it on their own. And it wasn't only because of the elements, and it was because the strongest needs in humans is to know that somebody else cares about what happens to you. If your whole community doesn't want you around and they don't care about what happens to you, that's what's going to kill you. In our culture, men and women have equal power. Well, not quite equal. When we start to tell you, Muchi, Wampanaak Tuash, you Mata Englana, that means you must speak Wampanoag. This is not England. You're going to find that in our language, the word for man, Washtiton, means the one who walks upon the surface. The word for woman, Matamwasas, means the one who has the last word. We know it's going to be a little hard for you guys to change your ways, and we're going to help you as much as we can. But believe me, it's going to be good for everybody in the end. And we know that some of you people are not going to want to change. That's okay. Just make sure you get your DNA done so we'll know where to send you back to.